What should my epic gamers farm this week? Well, unfortunately they did not update the super impact, so it's gonna be basically the same thing as last week, but we have a new thing, which is the 4th grade Ninja War Begins impact, which is a multiplayer only impact, and as the price of it, you can buy Shisui. You have to do a couple of times so you can buy Shisui, but eventually you get the coins enough to buy Shisui, of course, and he is, I would say, a pretty good unit. I think he's worth going for. He has a 45% chance of resetting the normal jutsu, which is a 5.5 turns all, 40% chance of slip damage and or attack reduction for 4 turns. It's a pretty good normal jutsu, 40% chance of attack reduction and slip damage. It's two things that even like a lot of bosses can still be done to, especially attack reduction, which no bosses are immune to. So if you can stack up those effects on bosses or even like semi-bosses, you can really shred them. It's really good. Of course, you can also get a reset, get chakra, and then get an ultimate right away, which would be at 12 times towards all, 40% chance of slip damage for 8 turns, and or immobilization for 2 turns, which is again still really good. I would say he is a unit you should go for. I don't know when he's like. Here's the thing, right? He is on this weird limited shop. So we don't know exactly if he's gonna go away forever once he goes away. I don't think so, but again, we don't know, so you better off securing him, right? Instead of waiting and maybe losing the opportunity of getting full copies of him, you better, you know, get him already. Moving on, we have this Super Impact Obito, which is new Super Impact. I think he's a really good PvE unit. As in, he does have a 30% chance of resetting, which is really good, but if you keep him awakened, which is probably what I'm going to be doing, not only you can use him on PvP, which he's actually quite decent on PvP, being a very good tank with 50k health, 30% damage reduction. He also heals for 400 on PvE, and also the 30% damage reduction for PvE as well, so you can use him as a tank and a healer. So of course, his thing on PvP is actually pretty good. If you didn't see the PvP video I made for him, he's pretty good. He's pretty good, I would say. We have to do more testings on like Kage League and stuff like that if he would be viable. But as someone that doesn't have that great of a team, I would say he's a pretty good option. Again, if you don't have that best of teams, I would say he could be one of the units you want to have in your team. So, moving on, we have Kidding Sasuke. I'm not even gonna open his PvE version. His PvE version is pretty trash, not good on PvE at all. But of course, the PvP version, he's like one of the best PvP units in the game because he has a 90% chance of mobilizing for 2 turns, which 2 turns, I mean, sorry, it's 1 second and then it increases to 2 seconds. 2 seconds is literally infinity in this game. So he is like one of the best PvP units in the game. If you... I doubt you don't know who he is. It's kind of redundant even saying his name, but if you don't have him for some reason, if you never heard of him, it's the first time you see him, he's the best. He's one of the best PvP units. You need to get him. You absolutely need to get him. Then we have Kisame. Kisame is, I would say, top 3 best free-to-play PvE units in the game with 400 healing and having an ultimate that has an 80% chance of attack reduction for 6 turns and a 15% chance of resetting it, being 3 and 6, so he can spam that ultimate and spam attack reduction, which is really good. I've said, attack reduction is really good. Normal jutsu also has a 60% chance of attack reduction as well, which is also pretty good. Being 3 and 6, again, you can spam that. So he is overall really good, really good free-to-play unit on PvE. PvP wise, he ain't the best. I clicked on him and it didn't go, okay, cool. I would say he is not a good option at all. He doesn't have much. His normal jutsu doesn't do much. It's a single target and it doesn't do that great of damage because it's 3 and 6. And going for an ultimate would be the most viable strategy, but he has like no health and not the best of speeds. He's not very good on PvP, is what I'm trying to say. He is a really good PvE unit, but not very good on PvP. He's kind of like the opposite of Kidding Sasuke, right? Kidding Sasuke is really bad on PvE and really good on PvP. Kisame is really good on PvE and really bad on PvP. That's pretty much it. Obito is the opposite of both because he's good on both. He's really good. I would say he's a very viable option for free-to-play teams. I mean, any team, right? With a wisdom, 300 healing, 30% chance of dodging. The ultimate hits the whole map and has 70% chance of health recovery ceiling. He could be very useful for the Obito raid because he has a lot of healing. So you can have the chakra recovery, not chakra recovery, the health recovery ceiling being very helpful in that department right there. Again, he can be very useful for that. And again, the healing can be also very good. Not counting the fact that being a super impact also makes his stats pretty good, so he does do some decent damage also with the ultimate that hits the whole map. The PvP version though is also really good. Normal Jutsu takes 1 chakra away from the enemy and it's AoE, so potentially you can hit 2 or 3 people and take chakra from them. He's really fast with, I think it's 377 with the ability plus the thing. So again, he's really fast for a free-to-play unit. 30% chance of dodging. Dodge is really good. So he's overall a pretty good PvP unit. So again, if you don't have him, it's kind of redundant because I already talked about him last week, but they repeated. So it's actually good for me because I do want to get more copies of Obito, Obito again, and Kisame, and killing Sasuke. I have a video planned for killing Sasuke in the future, but we'll see what I do. But yeah, moving on to the emergency missions. First one is Izuna. Izuna is alright. He's bad. He's not very good. He really isn't very good. I mean, I can't give him anything. He does have slip damage. That's it. He's not very good. Emergency missions struggle to be good. Deidara is one of the worst units in the game. Kibimaru is on the same boat as Deidara. He's one of the worst units in the game. The emergency missions are not looking too strong. And there's one emergency mission that hopefully is coming this week for Global, but is not yet here, is Hiruzen. I can't show him here because, again, it's not on Global yet. It should come this week. Noidex leaked that it was postponed to this week, so I hope it does come this week. It's really good. It's more so I want the pearls from the emergency mission more than anything, but he himself is also a really good unit. I would say grind him. I am going to grind him to ultimate myself. His ultimate does a pretty good amount of damage on all elements because of the increased damage. And he only does damage, which can be not the best, but he does go under 28, which is really helpful for a lot of people that don't have the best under 28 teams. So that is a big deal. Having also attack weakening on the ultimate is really good, and also normal jutsu as well. I almost forgot. Normal jutsu and ultimate of attack weakening can be very good as well. So I'm waiting for him. I think he's gonna come on Friday, Saturday, hopefully. I don't know. I'm just hoping it's this week. Now moving on to the shop units. Let me go first in Gerald shop real quick. The newish 1010. She's gonna be staying here for 41 days. Wow. She's alright. I'll give her that. She can do some good damage if you get resets. Because she does have a 25% chance of resetting. That's actually quite good for a free-to-play reset. That's actually quite good. 9 times towards skill, and it's AoE, right? Yeah, it's AoE. Only problem with her is that they gave her a 20% chance of mobilization. That's pretty low. I mean, 25% chance of resetting is pretty high, but 20% chance of immobilization is pretty low. Because immobilization is not that big of a deal compared to resetting a jutsu, right? She has a higher chance of resetting the jutsu than immobilizing. It's actually quite funny. The ultimate is okay. I mean, it does do a decent amount of damage, but I can't give her more than that. I mean, the body of Boost Heart is pretty good. Again, I can't give her much more than that though. She's alright. I think you should buy her because Ninja Road coins are so easy to get. But if you're in between getting her or Shizune, I would say Shizune is going to be more helpful for more stuff, especially because not only she heals for 400 per turn plus the 250 as a buddy or the field skill, she also heals on a normal jutsu. You can keep her as a 5-star, which I've done myself. You can keep her as a 6-star and a 5-star. The 5-star costs 28, so you can use her on your under 28 teams for under 28 raids. and she's still gonna be healing for 600 as a buddy. So, and also she's gonna be healing on the normal jutsu as well. It's gonna cost 6 chakra, but it's still worth it. She can be very helpful for that. And then last but very least, it's Ashura. He's terrible. He's from the Clash Coins. He's awful. He has what? He gives himself barrier. That's all you can do, Ashura. That's pretty shitty, man. Yeah. Don't buy him. Go for the speed pills. Buy speed pills. Buy, I don't know, Liberate Crystals. Don't buy Ashura. He's terrible. So, that's it. Again, much repeating from last week. Mostly the coin units and the impacts. The only real difference is the Shisui and the emergency missions, which the emergency missions aren't even that great. You know, Shisui is 100% a worthy unit. The impact for like grinding him can be annoying. I know that for a fact because like right now, if I open a lobby, it will take 5 years for someone to join. It's so annoying, but even still, I think he's a worthy unit. I already maxed mine. Now I'm grinding the stones. And good luck, because you're probably gonna need it.